What will you do specifically if Trump wins the election? Will you change your business model if he does put a 35% tariff on cars?
Well, it's a big hypothetical question, and, right now we're running the business for the long term. As always, we look at the business environment on a continuous basis, and if we see the business environment change, clearly we're going to have to understand what that means for our business. But, it's a big hypothetical. Let's get through November 8th, and let's see who wins, and then we'll go from there.
All right, well, now we know, don't we? The Ford CEO is going to have to make do with a president, Donald Trump. Jeff Flock with the details and the reaction from Ford CEO Mark Fields now. Hey, Jeff.
So let's go from there, Neil says. You say. Where are we now?
We're at the LA Automobility Show.
So plans have drastically changed because you've reassessed everything? Did you vote for him, by the way, Donald Trump?
My vote stays private.
Where have we heard that before? Have you changed anything in terms of moving small car production to Mexico as a result of the election of Donald Trump?
No, we're just implementing our business plan, and just like we're making investments in Mexico and moving our focus down there, our plans haven't changed to introduce two very important products into the plant that the focus is moving out of.
And that's an important point. I mean, we can put up the numbers on how many jobs you've created here. We have graphics that show, you've spent a lot of money and creating jobs in the U.S. You're going to replace the jobs that are at those plants with new vehicles.
Correct. Zero impact on jobs. And, we've created over 28,000 jobs, Jeff, since 2011, and we've invested over $12 billion. I mean, we are the largest manufacturer of vehicles in the country and the largest employers of hourly workers in the car industry.
I was going to say, we've got those numbers, too, and you have outstrip GM. You have more people employed U.S. than they do.
Absolutely. Now listen, we're a multinational company, but our home is here in the U.S. In North America, the majority of our capital expenditures, our research is done here. And just like we're investing in Mexico, we've been there for 90 years. We're investing here in the U.S.
But riddle me this. If you get a 35% tariff put on imports to the U.S., what does that do? Do you have to change your plan?
Well, I think we're always looking at the business environment, but now that the election is over, President-elect Trump, as well as the newly elected Congress, is going to focus on governing. And I have a lot of hope that at the end of the day, we all share the right policies we put in place because we all share the same goal. We want a healthy and vibrant U.S. economy.
Obviously, it's a NAFTA. Tremendously complex. It kind of got dumbed down in the election, right?
Well, NAFTA has been, it's been very good for the hemisphere versus other parts of the hemisphere. And when you look at NAFTA, you look at the production and the supply chains. They're deeply integrated between the three countries, and they support a lot of American jobs.
Other stuff, Trump presidency, in terms of impact. Economy, stock market's gone crazy, is positive?
Well, I think it's always positive when investors feel encouraged. We'll have to see the policies that are put in place. From our standpoint, we're going to be continue to advocate currency rules, but also at the same...
He said currency manipulator. Label China. You support them.
We believe in free and fair trade, and also at the same time, we're advocating for fuel economy regulation that's aligned with market realities.
He's more sympathetic to that than the administration you've got now.
We'll have to see. What he said on the campaign trail seems to go in that direction. But we just want to be very consistent as a company. What are our policy priorities?
Speaking of fuel economy, fuel prices low. You sell big, expensive cars now. Donald Trump figures to help that, right? I mean, drill, baby, drill.
Well, we'll see what policies come out. But, right now, when you look at supply and demand, the prices are low. But even with prices low, Jeff, I mean, consumers have short memories. They remember $4 and $5 gallon gas. So they want great fuel economy, and that's what we're aiming to do.
Last point. You unveiled a big new vehicle last night, Ford EcoSport. It was DJ Khaled, who personally I never freaking heard of.
All right. You pronounced his name right. I'm very impressed.
My daughters know who it is. On Snapchat, this vehicle, built, though, it's a global car. It's going to be built in India primarily, right?
Yeah, the EcoSport's been in the market for a number of years. It's very successful. We're going to import it in for India, and it's just like what we do with, for example, in Chicago with our Explorer. We export to over 100 different nations.
Has he, though, Donald Trump, poisoned the well at all in terms of, because he hit you so hard on the campaign trail? Didn't hit GM. Other people build cars in Mexico, right? Do you feel like you got a raw deal there?
Well, listen, the election is over. Listen, at the end of the day, I think Ford should be held up as an example. A company that is always innovating, a company that didn't take taxpayer assistance, a company that is always looking towards the future and how we can support our home market. And we'll just continue to do that going forward.
Speaking of the future, I'll leave you with this, Neil. Take a look at this. This is something that Ford has just come up with. This goes in the back of your car. It's called the Carry. And when you get where you're going, you stand on this thing, and it carries you somewhere else that you couldn't go in your car, right?
This is all about personal mobility, right? And we have our great cars and trucks, but when you're in a city and you want to go the last mile, how about having something that will allow you to get through that and allow you to park your car?
And Neil, I would give about a week's pay to see you drive around on this little vehicle right here. Week's pay.
Well,
not much for you, but
it looks like a Roomba, like it vacuums, but maybe I could be wrong. I could be wrong. All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Neil says it looks like a vacuum.
Yeah.
Well, it comes in a platinum version, too.
Well, there you go.
For Neil.
I am impressed. All right, guys, thank you both very, very much. By the way, as if to rub salt in the wound, the 45th President of the United States, when he assumes office, is going to be riding in a reconfigured presidential limousine called the Beast. It's a Cadillac. It's made by GM.